Hey guys, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka. It's just hitting the midnight, and it's about not hitting the midnight, it's way past midnight, it's about hitting 1 a.m. So I would like to do this fragrance review that I've been like postponing time after time, and I wanted to take my time, just get the right informations and see, test a little bit more because I didn't want to rush it. So I'll take my sweet time. So I do, apologize if this runs a little bit longer because I have to put all the information on this house and this fragrance, especially from the house is called actually St. Dupont. This house actually doesn't get that much mention in the community. I'm pretty sure many people didn't try it, and even if they did, I mean, not many people talked about it. I saw Mark doing a little bit review and then a couple of more reviewers, but this particular fragrance has no reviews. So I just decided to buy it, and I have a couple more that I tried from this line. I'll talk about them as well, and I don't have them, but I'll give you a slight idea. So the fragrance that we're gonna look at today, it's this beautiful baby. Okay, this fragrance actually looks like a lot like the Memo, that new house. They have a lot of this nice new niche. There is a lot of love, similar looking bottles, right, presentation wise. So this fragrance is called Oud at Santal. I think I got that name butchered, but Oud at Santal. Okay, you'll get the idea. So I'll show you the presentation, price, I'll tell you everything that you need to know. And this fragrance get a lot of comparison to this fragrance. If you go fragrantica, you'll see this one, Davidoff Leather Blend. This fragrance people compare it to that one. They say this is the designer version of the St. Dupont one. So we'll see the comparison, and let's see. Okay, so first of all, I have tons of notes here. I have 2 pages of notes, so I'll be referring to these from time to time because I might forget. Okay, so the fragrance actually, it's called Oud at Santal, and it was released in 2012, and the concentration is EDP, 100 ml bottle. I guess that's the size that they come in, and then the prices for this, I think it's about $75 to $80, give or take. Okay, where to find them in Bangladesh? If you're in Bangladesh, I think banglashopprz is one shop you can find it, and also Yellow, Dhanmondi, these are 2 places I saw, and I heard also Ecstasy sometimes sell them, but I'm not quite sure. So you guys can look at it. Okay, so this fragrance actually intended for unisex purpose, both male and female, and this fragrance actually is on the niche side. St. Dupont house also have their designer fragrances, which are not as pricey as this one, but this one is pricey because it is quality. It's a niche juice. Okay, so St. Dupont basically, it's as far as I did my reading, they basically do more of their products focus is on lighters. They have very pricey, very high quality lighters. I never owned them, so I cannot say that I did, but their lighters actually cost up to thousands. So basically you can see it's they're no joke, and people actually really a big fan of this house. So let me show you the presentation first of all, in the box, then I'll show you the bottle, and I'll talk about the fragrance. This is the box, tall, long, and it looks like kind of like a very you can see it's very mature sort of a presentation. It has this gold, because I believe presentations actually do represent what the fragrance is gonna be, so they try to match with that theme. There's gold at the side. It has a nice sort of a design. So the name of the fragrance, concentration, 100 ml EDP, and all that. Up there also saying, back there, sorry about the dust. Okay, sorry, let me wipe that. Okay, there you go at the back. So it says St. Dupont, and I believe they are made in Paris. Okay, it's made in France. It has some more information bottom. So yes, that's kind of like a nice box. Okay, and yeah, there's a D in the center. The bottle presentation, however, it depends on you. You might look at it and you just think it's a very simplistic design, and this fragrance actually, for a niche it should be much more, but I think it looks great. Okay, it's very tall, long bottle, nothing much, very simplistic, sort of looks like Arabian sort of style. This one here, and then it says Oud at Santal, and I don't know how they say souvenirs. I don't know, I don't speak French, so it says something written here, St. Dupont, and bottom is your sticker and batch code. And I got this from banglashopprz. You can check it out. Sometimes they have sales going on and sometimes they don't. And the cap is pretty much simplistic, but it has nice engraving on it, the D. Very heavy cap, but for me, this bottle is sort of heavy, but the cap is not really secure. So what happens is when you pick it up, the cap comes off. Be very careful. I don't know about all the bottles, but this one, the cap is not locked. Okay, so pretty nice. Can you see the juice through? If you put it against the light, maybe if you put some LED, you can see it. Okay. Sprayer works all right. Let me show you the spray. Actually I have them, this is in my hand, and then I have the leather blend in my other hand. So actually let me spray this and show you from the paper for the top notes. All right, sprayer is really good, very strong sprayer. Okay, just the sprayer, no complaint. And right away, it's a very aromatic and strong scent. When you sniff it, okay, let it settle down for a while. So for presentation and everything, it's nice. Okay, I'll give this like for niche presentation, very nice, no complaints. So this fragrance, actually, the history for me to buy this is when the Eid was there, like our Eid, the second Eid for our Muslims. It was like earlier this month. So I was going for shopping, I was looking for stuff. I heard there's a discount going on in the yellow Dhanmondi. So it's a shopping mall basically in Bangladesh. So I heard there's a discount, you run. Went there. I found not this one, I found the Oud Oriental. And they said they don't have any discounts available and stuff. So I just said, can I try it? Because I heard the hype behind this house. And I was not going for this one. And the thing is, I tried the Oud Oriental. And the thing is, at first sniff, I was like, oh, it's just like another Oud base. It's just okay, rose, basic. I just took it another again the page. I came back. And then I went to banglashopprz. I saw this one. And then the rosette, I think it was Oud at Rose. That one also was nice, but they didn't let me sample it because they didn't have any testers. So they didn't have this one, and then they had the rose one. So they didn't have the Oud Oriental. So the thing is, I wanted to buy Oud Oriental because the dry down was amazing. One of the best, smoothest, richest oud ever, which I'm gonna buy. I don't care about the price. So Oud Oriental so far for the sniff, this and that, very high class. So the rose must be high class as well. So now let's come to the scent. I bought this afterwards because I couldn't find the Oud Oriental. This one was a little bit discounted. So yeah, they're selling, banglashopprz selling all original. So up top when I sniffed it, I was like, I wouldn't say I was like totally blown away or something. You know why? Because this kind of fragrances, their quality, but you have to really give it time to understand the concept. So, but this is quality. So these days, whenever I find quality, I just think the price you pay for it is justified because the complexity, the way how it's built, the quality of the juice, that really matters. So this house don't get much mention. This is why I decided to buy it and review it. And I really think I made a very good investment. Okay. So let me tell you, first of all, if you spend money on this house, this niche house, they also have the designer side, which are much more cheaper, half the price of this, okay? But I haven't tried any of them yet, like Passenger and other ones. Mark reviewed, you can watch it. This stuff, lasting power and projection, let me just get that away from this conversation. They are both monstrous. These fragrances, they last hell of a long time. This Winter Baby, I believe it's for nighttime. It'd be perfect to wear in the colder weather. But if your thing is you don't care about the seasons and stuff, you just care for longevity, just for that reason you can get it. Very, very long lasting fragrance. So its projection is very good. First 2-3 hours it projects really nicely, and it gets better and better over time on your skin and your clothes. Trust me. Another feature about this fragrance is it's a very strong fragrance, but it's not overpowering. It's not gonna burn your nose. So that's the quality I'm talking about right here. It has all the right things about it, this fragrance. So let me tell you what are the other fragrances that if you love those, you might look into this. Let's say if the perfume for this is Sonia Constant, okay? So she actually has huge resume. Let me tell you some of her work. She did Tom Ford Ombre Leather 16. She did Tom Ford Orchid Soleil. She did Noir Extreme by Tom Ford. She did Narciso Blue Noir. She did Mont Blanc Emblem. These are some of her highlights, by the way. And then she did Lacoste Yellow, Valentino Donna, Van Cleef and Arpels in New York, and Moonlight Patchouli. Yeah, those two. And then she did Burberry's Brit, I think Summer, and Sport for Men. I think those are some of her noticeable work. So notes in this, okay? This is heavily based on woodsy stuff and incense. So let me tell you the notes. Agarwood and sandalwood up top in the top note. Mid you get the incense, and the base you get patchouli and amber, okay? So let me tell you how this smells on the opening. First you smell it. When you spray it, the smoothness of it, there's no alcohol blast. First thing, very good quality fragrance, like the juice. That's the first sign. No alcohol blast. You smell pure quality, pure depth, pure quality of ingredients, and it gives you that sort of feel like cumin, but it's not cumin. It's more like your oud, agarwood, more of agarwood than sandalwood. So it gets sort of like cuminish to my nose, at least until now. Whatever I understand, oud is not my specialty, but I do get that very smooth sandalwood, sort of like a cuminish, sandalwoodish agarwood. Okay, and not very overpowering, but very strong. You spray this, whole room is going to be filled up with this. How many sprays? I think you should go for this, just to enjoy it, right? You should go only 2 sprays to 3 maximum. One definitely on your neck, okay, one on your chest, and maybe one on your wrist. Just one wrist. Don't do the tap. When you move from here, you're here, and then arm, it will cover like a whole area. So when you move in the air, it will create a beautiful storm of a, like a magical incense thing, because the fragrance center stage is incense. That is the meat section. So people who are actually starting the fragrance game, you're looking for something sweet, not daring, not very dangerous, something that you can like play with fire, like Fahrenheit or Amen. You guys shouldn't, you know, if you're not looking for those, you should avoid it. First of all, this will be definitely appreciated by people who are actually like connoisseur of fragrances, like, you know, people who are actually looking for something to tingle their, you know, fantasy or something like that. It's definitely for people who are looking for niche juice. This stuff for women also can be used. I showed this to my mom. Usually she always thinks all my other fragrances, even she thought Bright Neroli was too strong. She smelled it, she said this is not overpowering but very nice. So the thing is, my mom and my sister both liked it. So that's a good sign. And I haven't tested with other people, but let me tell you about the dry down, which is here. Okay, this has been drying down for 4 hours in the heat, and I can detect it. You can, if I go nearby, I can detect it. Okay, and it feels pretty smooth. So the base, what you get is, I think also, what are the other ones? Patchouli and amber. So very little amber in this. Okay, I think it has the darkness of patchouli, and there's definitely certain similarity between this. And now let me talk about this one, leather blend. Leather blend, the 2 added notes in this, which is not present in the St. Dupont, are the leather and the amber, which are very highly present in this. It's very fruity, sweet, and the leather is very strong. The Oud at Santal doesn't have that, carry that leather note. So thankfully for some people, he'll be like, I can even try this in the cooler summer evenings, right? Yes, you absolutely can. So yes, when I compare these two, they definitely have, I have this here, the Raviol leather blend. On the dry down, extremely different. On the opening, you get some similarity between these two. So one of my brothers, Saif Charan Bhai, he said, this actually is a designer version of Oud at Santal, and they're both quality. You're not going to lose out at all. So either way cannot go wrong. But this is actually the niche, definitely niche version, you can tell. So I find more similarity with this one in this Bentley for Men Intense, which is high quality juice, oudi, that oudi aspect, especially that oudi sort of like strong masculine oud, the oudi aspect from this, not the boozy and not the leather. Okay, those two not in this, but the oudi aspect of it is in this. So if you love those two, if you like those strong potent fragrances, but you want something of niche juice, if you want something on the more evening classy wear juice, this is it. Center stage, all of it, the incense, it's something like we call it dhup, right? The smoke, holy smoke, somewhere in the temple. It will take you to that zen place. Definitely, this is, I would say, I'm just waiting for winter. I think this is going to do wonders. It will last you around 10, 12, 14 hours in the winter time, okay, easily. And this is not for everyone. This is not child's play, I would say. Let me tell you, the classification is balsamic, woody, and spicy, which is correct. And cold weather, very long lasting, mature. It's a simplistic scent, but very beautiful. And then this is more for personal enjoyment. You're not going to smell this everywhere. Not everybody is going to be wearing this because it takes good taste to appreciate this kind of fragrance. Okay, very high quality juice. Let me just say it right out there. And it's a last point I would say is strong but not choking. So I guess it would be like this kind of fragrance, the dry down is just gets better and better. That's the last thing I'll say. So longevity and projection, 10 out of 10. No, I'm not going to take a single point away from it. Very high quality juice, definitely worth the price. Even if you're paying a little bit more, it's worth it. The only place it takes a little bit heat is the longevity. The versatility. You cannot wear this in very high heat situation. Look for the colder evenings, little bit of night time when it's a little bit breezy, and it's gonna rain, cloudy, and you're gonna feel the senses of the nature, like from the earthiness. This is it. So Oud at Santal, I think this is excellent, very beautifully blended juice, and it's definitely for the mature noses, not for younger crowds. Okay, so overall remark, this is 10 out of 10 for me. This house is impressive. I'm gonna buy some more from this house. All right, so check this out, Oud at Santal. This is amazing juice. and I did make a very detailed review because I believe I wanted to put all the information out there. This house deserves a little bit more notice from all the reviewers. Please guys, if you do see this house, give them a try, sample it. If you guys don't want to buy it, don't blind buy this, sample it, at least try it, because this house is a hidden gem. All right, take care guys, I'll talk to you soon. Do let me know if you ever tried this. Okay, take care, good night from Dhaka.